I'm Nick Altmeyer with linkinglewiscounty.com. We're here this morning at Lowville Academy with a changing of the guard, so to say. So we have new incoming superintendent, Rebecca Dunkel-King, here, and then we also have outgoing superintendent, Cheryl Steckley, here. So we came in this morning to kind of say goodbye to Mrs. Steckley, who has been superintendent at Lowville since 2012. And then we're here to welcome Mrs. Dunkel-King, who is officially started
Monday.
this Monday.
Mhm.
Okay. So Mrs. Dunkel-King, many of you probably know, lives in Lowville. You have kids that go here to Lowville
That's right.
Academy. And you've been the superintendent at Remsen Central School the last 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. So what are some of the things you're looking forward to coming here to Lowville?
I think some of the biggest things that I'm looking forward to is, being able to be a bigger part of the community and the school community in general. I live here, I've raised kids here, my husband works here, and now to be able to be more of a part of the district is what I'm looking forward to the most. And working with such a fantastic group of administrators and teachers and being able to establish closer relationships with all the students and the parents is the best part of this.
Okay. Now, Ms. Steckley, you, like we said, you've been here since, you've been an educator here for many, many years.
For many years.
Okay. And superintendent since 2012.
Correct.
So you have overseen some larger capital projects and things like that. But what would you say is one of your more prouder moments of being superintendent here at Lowville?
Well, there are so many things that it's hard to think about. But in regards to bigger projects, I would say the capital project was one, but also being part of the transition to the new higher standards that we have statewide and nationally. I think we've done an excellent job, and I'm really proud of how our district has moved through that process and to continue the outstanding academic program that's here. I just feel really good about that and those accomplishments throughout my career.
Okay. So what does retirement hold for Mrs. Steckley?
Well, I'm looking forward to more time with my family and friends, and additionally, I'm going to begin working in September part-time for BOCES.
Okay.
Going to be doing some professional development for teachers and administrators, so it's getting back to teaching, which I'm looking forward to, and that will be part-time, but having that a little more time and flexibility in my schedule is something I think I'll enjoy.
Okay. And with Mrs. Dunkel-King, as far as obviously we've talked about some of the things you're looking forward to, what do you see as some of the bigger challenges as you take over a larger district like this? I think we talked before that Remsen was probably around 400 students, where
That's
Lowville's
right.
around 1,200. So.
That's right, yeah, so it's about 3 times as large. I have some pretty big shoes to fill. So we had, Mrs. Steckley before her, Mr. McAuliffe, and Mr. Wormuth, and they've all been just such fantastic leaders of the district. And so that will be a challenge to make sure that I'm doing the absolute best that I can for the district to, continue this history of excellence. And just to get to know the district and get to know its culture and how things are done here is probably going to be the biggest challenge, but I'm looking forward to it. I know that it's possible, and Mrs. Steckley has done an absolute fantastic job getting me ready for this.
Okay. And you guys will be working together throughout the remainder of this week and then through part of next week as
That's
well.
correct.
Okay. So kind of transitioning things over.
That's right.
So I think you might have said earlier that Mrs. Dunkel-King is actually a graduate from Lowville
That's
Academy.
right. Yep.
And did you say she's the
first
first graduate?
superintendent that was a graduate of Lowville Academy.
Okay.
So that's a great
So-
moment for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Well, once again, like we said, just here to welcome Mrs. Dunkel-King to Lowville Academy.
Thank
Well,
you.
back to Lowville
Yeah,
Academy
back.
as the
That's
superintendent.
right.
So we'll be hearing more from you throughout the school year.
Absolutely.
And we also just wanted to say goodbye to Mrs. Steckley. She's been a great superintendent here at Lowville Academy, and we've really appreciated the relationship that we've had with Lowville Academy since we started, and you've been superintendent here. So you've been very forthcoming with information and have always answered our questions and things like that. So that's very much appreciated, and we look forward to continuing that relationship with Mrs. Dunkelking. So,
It was a pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
all right. Well, thank you, Mrs. Steckley. Good luck in
Thank you.
retirement.
Thank you.
And welcome aboard, Mrs. Dunkelking.
Thank you very much.
Yep.